Well, hello there. Hope you enjoyed some of the snow footage. We don't normally get this much snow where I live, and normally it doesn't stay around, and normally we just don't see this amount of snow ever. So it's really exciting to go outside and walk around and play a little bit in the snow, but I definitely couldn't spend the whole day playing in the snow. I did come inside and do some art. So what I have here is a watercolor house that I worked on for someone that I knew. They gave me a picture of a house from their childhood, and they wanted me to paint a little replica of this house. In July, I got my first commission for a house, and it was from a realtor. And often most of the people asking for house watercolors are from these realtors that are local, and they are just wanting a gift for their client who is a new homeowner. To be honest with you guys, I don't really see myself as a house painter, if you would say. I am more of a fantasy artist. I prefer to be drawing and painting my dragons and fairies and fanciful landscapes. So to do these houses is kind of humbling because it is what people would like me to paint, and I'm able to make a little money on the side and also give a gift for someone, and I think that's kind of cool. The watercolor houses have taught me a lot too. I found that I am more knowledgeable about how fast I can paint one of these watercolors, how fast the paint dries, and I've kind of made a whole system onto how to paint. I know I need to transfer the drawing to the final paper, and then I need to do the first coat, usually the sky and the surrounding areas, and then of course building up to the house with textures and other things that the house will need. Every house is different. Something that I have learned from painting so many watercolor houses is what I can leave out and what must stay. For example, this one doesn't have a sky, but often there's a beautiful blue sky in the background, and I have found I don't need to add clouds often. Yes, sometimes I will if I have time or if I want to be playful, but I often find that no one is looking at the clouds and no one comments on the clouds, and a blue sky is just as beautiful as a cloudy blue sky. So clouds take a lot of time and no one wants them or no one's looking at them because the focus is the house, so I often don't include clouds in the sky. What I can't leave out is value. What I mean is the darks and the lights, especially around the house. This will bring the focus to the house, right? Having those darks and lights in the house, and it takes quite a few layers. I definitely cannot do it in 2 passes. I often have 3 or even 4 passes to get the darkest color I need for a house. You don't really think about it, but houses have a lot of different shadows where there's different, like, I don't know what is called, the siding and the roof aligning underneath the windows, etc. I'm even having to learn how to set up a online shop so that people can pay me easier or just take up payments in general, and keeping up with these things, giving receipts to realtors, each person I deal with is a little different, and some of them need receipts, some of them don't. And it's just really interesting to finally get something set up online, something easy that everyone has access to, that they can easily pay me and I can keep track of everything. It's not hard, but it is a little bit of a learning curve since I changed websites in order to get a more efficient website. I was using Wix, and that was really expensive for how much money I make each year. So I decided to move to Square, and it's been awesome. It's just been a bit of a learning curve. I'm also learning how to deal with the mail. I've had a few hiccups here and there, but I'm getting the hang of it on how to mail art and deal with the post office. I'm really grateful for these commissions that I'm getting. First of all, because it's giving me a little bit of money, which is really nice and good on the side. But what I'm really grateful for is for these paintings to getting me back into my studio. And this means physically and mentally. I have, for the first time, a room just for creating, and I was not using it. I don't know why. I just wasn't used to having this space before. And now I'm starting to actually come into the studio and do art, even if it's just commissions to begin with. And then while these commissions are drying or being packed away or being looked after, I will create other things. And it's becoming a habit to come up here more often because I only get commissions like a few times a month. Also, I don't find these commissions to be distracting me in any way of my own work. I find myself just as creative and willing to do my own work, and it's a little bit slow personally right now, so having these to do in like the sidelines, it's just keeping me creative, keeping me practicing, and I'm able to relax a little bit but still be practicing with art, because I am going through a bit of an art slump, but these keep me going, and I'm really grateful for that. So what about you? Do you take on art like commissions, or do you do some side projects that are a bit more relaxing to keep you motivated in doing your own personal art? I'd love to hear about that. I love to hear about your personal art. I love to hear about your commission art, how they're different, how they're the same. Just chat with me in the comments, and I'll see you around. Bye.